Today I'm here to introduce you to 60 new colors of textured cardstock, brand new at 12 by 12 Cardstock shop. This is My Colors Canvas, and I'm here to share all about it and to tell you why I think you're going to fall in love with it. So this cardstock is absolutely beautiful, as you can tell, and there's a couple things I really love about it. The first is, if you'll notice, there's several shades of each color, so like pinks and reds and oranges and teals and aquas. But what I love about it is that they've chosen the different shades so they all go just so beautifully together. Like, look at those pinks. They look so gorgeous together. Same thing with the oranges. They've done just a fabulous job at choosing the various shades so that they all blend just gorgeously together. And it's not an accident, because the owners of My Colors are actually the original owners of Basil. So after developing Basil, they moved on and they've created this new My Colors line. We're carrying all 60 of these colors for you so that you're able to mix and match the colors just like that. Now, I love this ability to mix and match the shades so much. I created a card based on that. So you can see I pulled 3 different pinks and made this cool ombre background for my card. But also, notice how well this cardstock cuts. This is some pretty fine details on the little project I cut out. And that's the second thing that I absolutely love about My Colors. I know so many of you are in love with American Crafts textured cardstock because of how well it cuts, and it absolutely does cut beautifully. But I'm gonna go ahead and say I think My Colors cuts just a little bit better than American Crafts. So if you're looking for a cardstock for your Cricut or Silhouette machine, or die cutting with metal dies, this is it. I was so impressed when I did my test cuts. Now, this is a file I do when I want to test the capabilities of cardstock. These are very intricate cuts. It's not something that is like a typical cut. It's meant to kind of challenge the paper. And so this first one is My Colors, and you can see how everything cut really smoothly. I have a few little feathers on the edges of these tiny little spider legs, if you can see that. But I mean, that's some really small cuts. Look how small that spider is compared to my finger. The little legs are tiny. So that's My Colors. You can see it cuts exceptional. And then this one is American Crafts. Same thing, cuts really well. Again, I have a little bit of feathering on the spider legs, which, you know, I kind of expect just because that's such tiny pieces. So these two are our top picks for cuttable textured cardstock, My Colors and American Crafts. And you can see, I think My Colors does just a tiny bit better job. And then just for comparison, I did Basil. I know some people have success with this. And it's kind of crazy. Like, look at this little piece. This did just fine, and that's a tiny piece. But then the spiders, it's frayed. One of them was kind of stuck on the bottom here to the cardstock. So Basil for me is kind of hit and miss, Basil texture. Some people have great success with it. I just always struggle with it a little bit, and I've heard from lots of other people that they have that issue too. So there you have it, the comparison of the 3. And again, My Colors is our top pick. Another thing we're excited about is that the creators of My Colors have assured us that their quality control is going to be completely on point. So if you fall in love with a color and you order it today and then you order it again in a year, it's going to be exactly the same color. They're going to make sure that colors stay consistent batch to batch. So that's good news. I know that sometimes happens where you fall in love with a color and then it changes and it's disappointing. So I wanted to share with you just a couple of my favorite colors. I've had the chance to kind of fall in love with all of them, but this is one of my very favorites. This is called Pimento, and it's kind of a raspberry red pink. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And then a couple of my other favorites are Caribbean Sea and Seafoam. I actually love these 3 together as well. I think it's just a beautiful color combination. So there's so many colors to choose from. We're excited to bring these to you because I know we already carry lots of textured cardstock, but as I pointed out, there's a few special things about this cardstock. And also, we always want to offer as many different colors as we can. Sometimes you've got a patterned paper and you need just the exact right color of teal, and so having more options is always great. So if you are ready to give this a shot, you can find all these gorgeous colors in the shop at 12 by 12 Cardstock shop. It comes in 25 packs and in single sheets. So you can purchase larger packs if you fall in love with the color, or you can just get single sheets. We cannot wait to see this arrive in your home and see what you make.